Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol Baskin from Big Cat Rescue, and it is June the 17th. And in the continuing story about Antle, there was an interesting article that came out that said even if he were to get bond in the federal case, that because that would be a violation of his bond in the Virginia state case, that they would extradite him. So looks like he can pick between federal prison and state prison while he is awaiting trial. I have news from bigcatrescue.org/news. Mexico residents surprised at the sight of a tiger walking in their neighborhood. Well, we know who's moved to Texaco. We know who has moved to Mexico recently. Would not surprise me at all. A Centennial homeowner discovers bobcat in the backyard. I wonder if this will play right from here.
Captured in a quiet neighborhood in Centennial, a few miles from Cherry Creek State Park.
She came in and said she saw this cat.
I love it. So you'll have to go to bigcatrescue.org/news and get the rest of that story, because it looks like it's a lot of fun that the guy was going to go look at birds and found a bobcat already looking at birds. And then Wildcat Rescue seeks volunteers for upcoming events. I kind of paused for a minute because Wildlife Rescue is in Texas, but they're talking about Shizzy's Wildcat Rescue, which is in North Carolina, and we love Shizzy. So if you live in the North Carolina Fair Bluffs area, they are looking for volunteers to help build their new sanctuary. And then the last one we have in Big Cat News is the global illegal trade and farming flourish amid tiger conservation efforts. So here we are trying to stop cub petting, which is the main driver behind all of the breeding and discarding of big cats, which is what creates this huge smokescreen of legal activity that hides illegal activity like poaching. So all of us working together, trying to get the Big Cat Public Safety Act passed, and then you've got the outliers like Antle and his crew, and it shows a picture that I'm really pretty sure came from Preservation Station in Myrtle Beach, North Carolina. That looks an awful lot like Cody Antle to me. But then the story goes on. It's by Sharon Guinup, and as you can expect from Sharon Guinup, who often writes for National Geographic, this one is actually for India.Mongabay, but she does an excellent job. And of course, you can expect a lot of great photos and insights as to what's going on with tigers and how they are imperiled in the wild and why we need to stop these interactive situations that are causing so much abuse and that are leading to the extinction of the tiger. So be sure and read that one. If you don't read anything else, make sure you read that one today. I have a coordinator report 21 hours ago. Jordan Elaine says, hot day, but very productive. Cat did AM meds while Barbara did AM supplements. Lockouts were done by Mark, Barbara, Susan, Barbara B, and Stephanie. The big cats were fed by Susan, Barbara B, Mark, and Stephanie, while small cats were fed by Barbara F, Misty, and Emma. While the feeders were out, Ryan, Catherine, Vanessa, and Miranda removed sawgrass behind the recovery hospital. They call that stuff sawgrass for a reason. It like saws through your skin. The cats are impervious to it with their coats, but man, with our flesh, it just feels like a gazillion razor blades on you. So thank you for clearing that up. While cleaners were out, Emma and Miranda continued hog-ringing the dividing wall on Priya and Duchess's lake cage while Ryan, Misty, and Afton worked on Chaos the Caracal's cage. Then Brittany continued working on the empty enclosure by Kelowna and Dryden bobcats. Once cleaners got back, Mark joined Brittany, Cat, Vanessa, and Cat 1 joined the Chaos Project. That sounds like it was a little more chaotic than it was. There was a lot of work going on over there, though. I got some film of that this morning. After lunch, everyone got well-deserved cat time. Susan gave Cat 1 and Vanessa an enrichment sign-off and then did PM supplements. Ryan did the enrichment and bloodsicle cats, and Emma gave Misty an operant conditioning sign-off. Cat took care of the rehab bobcats. Jamie and Victor worked on summer bobcats soon-to-be enclosure. Once cat time was done, projects kicked back into gear. Misty, Ryan, and Miranda did food prep and cleaned the rat cages, while Cat 1, Vanessa, and myself worked on Duchess the tiger's enclosure. Emma and Kat did rehab projects. Once food prep was done, they went and scrubbed one of Chaos the Caracal's platforms. Kat ended the day with PM meds and interns doing PM chores. Thank you so much to everyone that came in today. All of this would not have happened without you, and that's absolutely the case. These cats need their volunteers. They absolutely need you. So for everybody who has been coming in the blazing heat and dealing with the deer flies and the mosquitoes and all of the hard work, thank you so much for coming in and taking care of these cats who cannot take care of themselves. They need you, I need you, and I really appreciate you. As for all of you who have been following us online and supporting us, I've been writing thank you notes to all of our donors over $500 this morning. Thank you that there are so many of you out there. I really appreciate that. But all of you are helping us end the cruel trade and the cruel activity of breeding big cats for life in cages and are helping us save them in the wild. And to every one of you, I just want to say, mwah!